Good morning, everybody. So for today's video, top 10 fresh summer designers for 2025. Some of these might be a little bit more on the cheaper end, while some might be a little bit more on the more expensive end. Let's just jump into it right now. At number 1, at number 10, that is going to be Hugo Boss Boss Bottled Unlimited. This is just very fresh, and what I like about this one is that it does have a lot of mint, but it also has pineapple. The two together just add this extra layer of freshness. Just green and fruity. Oh yeah. But there's also going to be like grapefruit and violet leaf. But there's also going to be musk, ladamum, cedar with sandalwood. There is maybe a little bit of like cinnamon or like a little bit of a spice, but definitely like a musky woody base. This one here is just feel good. It's casual. Very much like a lot of these fragrances here, they all have that feel-good vibe. Some might be a little bit more casual, such as this one here, while some might be a little bit more on the elegant, classy side. But this one here is just casual, feel-good. School, if you want to wear it to work, by all means. But for me, this is just white t-shirt and jeans. This is barbecue, patio, the beach, so on. Next one is going to be Lacoste Booster 2022. This is also another mint bomb, and no, it has no resemblance to the original booster that came out in what, like the 80s or the 90s. That one has eucalyptus. I've never smelt it. This one here is green, it's herbal, it's energizing, but it has a lot of citrus of grapefruit. There's also going to be musk and vetiver. It's just grapefruit and mint, then it's going to be like vetiver with musk. This is not exactly the most long-lasting fragrance. You're going to get about 4 to 5 hours. It's a feel-good fragrance. It's just, it just adds that pep to your step. It's casual. But like the vetiver itself is the backbone. This is a great scent for work, for school, just kicking it with your friends, just for like chilling. All right, so number 3, number 8, this one here definitely has that suit and tie vibe. It's fresh, can be casual, but this is a great work fragrance, but as well, it's a great semi-formal scent as well. Banana Republic Linen Vetiver. This is just a very clean, fresh smelling fragrance with vetiver and woods. There is this soapy floral aspect as well. Like the quality in this, and it also, I gotta state this. Now, there is definitely the quality, but depending on where you pick this up, it might be a little bit more expensive online, but I got this for like $30 Canadian in Puerto Rico, 20 bucks at a Ross or at a TJ Maxx, one of the two. I think it was like TJ Maxx because it was a little bit on like the sketchier side of town. Shout out to my buddy, my amigo, my hermano, Carlos Colognes. So he was the best guy out there, made sure that me and my wife, we were taken care of and everything, the best tour guide. But when I told him that we were actually in this part of town, he's like, dude, it's pretty sketchy. It was a little bit sketchy. This is just a great scent. It's like, for me, it's clean, fresh. It's a work fragrance, but what you're gonna get, a lot of bergamot, petitgrain, iris, hindsight, water jasmine, vetiver for sure. There is oak moss and musk. It's just like a soapy floral, green, citrusy, woody. Love it. Like, I am just blown away. For me, casual, but more preppy sense of style. Definitely gotta have that sense of style, and it comes across as a little bit more mature, but a young guy can rock it. It's just not a bro fragrance, that I gotta state. Next one is gonna be more expensive, but I got mine for like a good price. Like, I think I got it for like $80 USD. It's kind of been there, done that, but the quality is definitely there. Dolce & Gabbana Velvet Bergamot. This is from their luxury line. This is just a feel-good fragrance. This to me has vibes of like Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, Ferrari Bright Neroli. Like Tom Ford Neroli Portofino is done better than Ferrari Bright Neroli. I am the initial hype man when it comes to that fragrance. This has some similarities. It's not 100%, but it kind of goes along that route. Because you are going to get orange blossom, petitgrain, bergamot. So very fresh, clean. The orange blossom does add a little bit of like a white floral vibe. So at times you kind of feel like there's jasmine. There's also going to be clary sage, vetiver, and ambre. So vetiver and musky towards the base, but fresh, clean. In some ways, kind of like this, it has this laundry cleanliness to it. This is most certainly feel good. This is like white t-shirt and jeans, but for me, it's like more of like a preppy sort of casual. You can even wear this to like a daytime semi-formal event, like this one here, the Banana Republic. I don't want to say it's formal, but it's just very clean and ultra fresh. Next one, I don't have a bottle, but I got an official travel spray, which is gonna have to do. But this here, very fresh, very blue. This is, I think, the only blue fragrance in this list. It is, but that's gonna be Acqua di Gio Profondo from Giorgio Armani. This is just blue with a lot of aquatics. Aquatics, sea salt, citrus. You are gonna get rosemary, lavender. The lavender, and I find it's gonna be the C notes, just add this blue fresh component. You're also gonna get mastic, mineral notes, musk, and so on. Just blue, fresh, casual. This is definitely a feel-good fragrance. And this one here got a lot of hype from the influencers. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you know how I feel about influencers, but I gotta agree with them. And that's not often. I will give them their props when it's due. But this is just a great fresh fragrance for the summertime. For me, it's more casual, but this is also a great work fragrance. So we're down to the last 5. This one here is the oldest one in this list from what I'm able to see. And I was not a big lover of this brand. I wasn't ready for it back in the day. Kenzo. Lo par Kenzo. This was released in 1999. The reason why that I never really got into this brand is because a lot of the fragrances do have this floral touch. There is a little bit of a floral to this because of the lotus, but there's a lot of lemon and yuzu. There is aquatics, green notes. I think there's green pepper, musk, some sort of woods. This is just very fresh and very clean with a little bit of a floral touch. Oh boy, in some ways, it's like fresh and clean like this. This just has like a more of a soapier tinge with woods. This is more of a soapier florals. There is that clean like hindsight to this, but this is just more aquatic. This is just ultra fresh. This, I gotta say, is one of the more fresher ones from this video. Next one is another fresh, clean fragrance, and it's a citrus bomb. Dunhill Amalfi Citrus. I believe that this one here made today's video, which was like best summer designers, but this is what that is. It's just a clean, fresh banger, but it's a summer designer. It's luxury, but it's affordable luxury. This does have a lot of comparisons to Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, Ferrari Bright Neroli. So I said that with, I think it was this one here. Again, old man brain, but definitely fresh, clean, but just like a lot of citrus of like bergamot, lemon, mandarin orange, bitter orange. But for me, more neroli than anything. There is gonna be some green tea, some jasmine, some musk with a little bit of woods. Just clean, fresh, soapy. Definitely feel good. This, I would also say, is gonna be one of the more elegant freshies out there. So this is casual, like white t-shirt and jeans, suit and tie, daytime semi-formal event. Next one, I believe that they kind of like redid this one because the original came out in 94, 96, one of those dates, and was like a top seller for the brand for many years. Ralph Lauren Sport, but Polo Sport Fresh. This is actually quite nice. And again, I'm not sure if they kind of like modernized the original, because there is some, just like a little bit of similarities. But what makes this one different is going to be the iris. Iris in a sports fragrance. I never would have thought, but in this, it's done beautifully. It's done very nicely. It's like uber super, like not super, but uber super fresh. Right now I'm just talking out of my ass. But iris, sage, mint, mandarin orange, sea notes, and woods. Iris, mint, citruses with a little bit of aquatics. And I feel like there's lavender as well, but apparently there's not. Just uber duper super, boom, talking out of my ass once again, but uber super duper fresh. If they were catering to like Gen Z and millennials, hell, I think a lot of Gen Xers and boomers would love this fragrance. This is just fantastic. This is school, this is work, this is definitely feel good. We're down to 2. This one here is a limited edition Lacoste L1212 Blanc Rolling Garros. This, kind of like this one here, is very minty, but it has a lot of finger lime and eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is in the original. It's not in this one. It's in this though. I am not a fan of eucalyptus at all. I guess I had a bad experience or like a bad scent memory as a kid, and I don't like it even to this day. But in some fragrances, I do. With this, just loads of mint, eucalyptus, finger lime. So very fresh, citrusy. Oh, gotta correct myself. It's not mint. I'm remembering now. It's parsley. Green, fresh, citruses. Like when you think of green, you generally think of mint. There's a lot of greenery to this one here. So definitely the parsley and the eucalyptus. But sometimes you might think that there is mint because this is definitely a pep to your step type of fragrance. You're also gonna get clary sage, so even more green. Clay, you know, as in clay as like you mold, but as well a little bit of woods. For the most part, just very energizing green citrus, then I would say with a little bit of woods. It's green pretty much from top to bottom. That clay, if it has an aroma, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But this, feel good. I hate the summertime. This helps me deal with the summertime. And last but not least, this one here is very much like this one here. Very green. But I gotta say this is probably the most mature one in this video. It's a gentleman's fragrance, it's a unisex fragrance, but it's definitely has this gently component, but it's very fresh. I don't have a bottle, I do have a travel spray because I ended up getting like a whole bunch of travel sprays. I think that this came in like a package of 4, but Hermes Sur Le Nile. So a garden on the Nile is what translates to. This is green, it is fresh. Ooh, there is going to be a little bit of floral, but some of these notes are going to be mango, tomato, carrot, lotus, bulbrush, hindsight, peony, iris, musk, ladamum, and sandalwood. I don't get all that. What I get is that I do get some citruses. I get the tomato, the carrot, I don't. But there is this green, herbal, but at the same time, sour garden. Like it definitely has that sour tart, like herbal garden vibe. Like I find that herbal gardens are more fresh and very green, but there is something that's a little sour and tart to this one here, even when it's drying down. But it's beautiful. Like the tartness in this is nice. There is going to be a little bit of florals, so whether that's going to be the peony, the lotus, or the hindsight, I don't know. But like this green, veggie quality, cleanliness aspect, a little bit florals, and with like a musky, like a clean musk towards the base. I've been taking a bit of a, I don't want to say deep dive, but I've been waddling, like just been strolling into the Hermes Lake Pond, because I find that it's a brand that I haven't really looked into. Like I've did a lot of videos on them, but it's one that I haven't really talked about. In the last couple of years, I kind of feel like I've really gone more towards the cheapies, which I love. This channel will always be about cheapies. But where I'm at in life, I feel like I'm growing as a person. I'm maturing. I'm still, you know, your bro, your uncle bro, who will never fully grow up. But I feel like this maturity coming over me. I'm looking at things a little bit more differently. This, for me, is like you're coming into a different time in your life, and I love it. Like I'm scared, but I'm welcoming of it. I sound like I'm like these are like my final days. I swear to God. But maybe it's just because like we're selling this place, and like me and my wife we're starting a new life in a new home in a couple months. I don't know. Maybe it's that. I don't know. But I just feel like where I'm at, I don't view things the same that I did 2-3 years ago. I've cut a lot of people out in my life, like a lot of the influencers, or just a lot of people that they didn't add any value. My circle is a lot smaller, I'm more private. I feel like I'm becoming more toned down in my older age. Definitely getting grumpier, I'm not gonna deny that, but you know, I'm sure that some of you older guys can definitely relate to. But for me, this is like sense of style. It is definitely suit and tie, and I would also say definitely tuxedo. This is very versatile, spring and summertime. And guys, that is top 10 fresh designer summer fragrances for 2025. Any reviews that I've done on these fragrances, if you want something a little bit more detailed, they will all be down in the description box below. If you like this very video, please drop me one of these. It does show YouTube and the algorithms that you like this type of content. What videos to watch next? Well, why don't you check out right here. Guys, I thank you for my time. Take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.